Hey traders, are you ready for the bottom to be falling out of the markets? There is a few markets here that I believe there's actually some really good trading opportunities coming around just around the corner, and it's probably going to give us some really good opportunities there, and the bottom is about to fall out of these markets, and so I'm really honing on these markets. And no, I'm not talking about some markets that you're probably thinking about, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at gold and all those other markets here. So let's actually talk about the stock market here first. The stock market here, I really want to bring this down to, let's do this here. All right, there we go. All right. So I really want to bring this down to the actual stock market itself first. So this stock market, actually, let me bring this here. One thing you'll notice about what's happening here in the in these markets here is if I show you this chart here, notice this is the chart with my moving averages on the chart. And one thing I'm really still concerned about on the short-term level about these actual stock market is we're getting if we blow this up here, notice my moving averages through here, right? My moving averages are like momentum indicator. And as you can see that whenever the 52 moving average is trending up, this is the best time to be looking for longs. We go through a flattening pattern. What's the moving average doing here? This is not the setups. This is not the setups here. That's going to be conducive for more of a long setup, right? We want to go with the momentum. So here, trying to go long right now, the stock market, for a trading purposes is very risky because you have not only the 52, but my 20 moving average is trending down strongly as well too. So I have the longer term, the 52, which is like a 3 month, the 20, which is like a 1 month, right? Trending down as well too. So we have a lot of momentum still trending down through here. So there's actually a good high probability we're probably going to get at least a bit of a drop through here. Now, if this is going to be a significant bottom, we're probably going to be forming a bit of a head and shoulder formation here, right? So we've got a bit of a shoulder, bit of a head through here. We're probably going to be developing a bit of a shoulder through here, and then away we go in the market. So I still have bit of an FYI for you guys. If I look at the S&P 500, is that going to do that? Let's go here. All right, my software's, there we go, there she is, right? So I actually still have an overall target. If I look at my weekly charts here, my big long-term weekly charts, I still actually have a target of up here at 7,500 here. I still believe we're going to get there, but how that forms is not straight away. All right, I really do believe we're going to get there, but again, that's belief, right? That's a belief. Now the thing is, what I see happening here is that we've had a pullback here. I believe that this cost of moving average coming in. I believe we're probably going to have a bit of a drop through here. Then we're going to hold, and then maybe the second half we're going to see something like that coming out of. Because I see this being like an overall wave, right? Wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. See, it's like an overall waving to the upside. So the waving patterns, now what happens within the waving patterns? You get the higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You start to get that formation, right? So we're probably going to get that as the moving average starts to flatten out, and as we get ready to go for another really nice move to the upside. So that's what's happening there on the S&P 500. The S&P 500. On the short-term level, once again, you can see here that my 52 moving average is trending down. You don't want to be using that. If this is trending down, that's the worst time to be looking for a long signal, when the moving average is trending down. When the moving average is overall trending up, this is the best time to look for long signals. And especially that, and then we have the 20 moving average coming down. We're starting to actually flatten out through here. So once again, what could be happening now is we could be coming down through to here, do something like that for a few months, maybe through April, maybe through June, and then maybe July, August, September, we're going to see something like that. So this actually would be a nice, good basing pattern, for a ripper rally out of the actual stock market. And I do see we're going to make an all-time new high by the end of this year. Why? Because everything is still so negative in the markets, right? Bear market rally, bear trap, blah, blah, blah. Even I'm looking at the markets, I'm like, everything looks bearish in the markets right now. No, the bearish, the sentiment, and all that sort of stuff, right? So the overall big macro cycles is I do see we're likely to have a big move up. Now, that big move up to all-time new highs, as I said before, we're probably going to base out, right? We're going to base out for a few months before we actually see a face ripper rally all up to all-time new highs, and then away we go. So Hey traders, just a quick heads up. I'm actually giving away free access to my Mastery Trading course for a limited time. If you go to johnspeedgift.com, or there should be the first link in the description. The fact is that 80 to 90% of the stuff that you learn or you use on these trading platforms is a complete waste of time. And only about 5 to 10% of the stuff that you actually learn and use is going to move the needle in the positive direction for you. And that's over the last 20 years, I've put everything that has helped me move the needle in the positive direction in this here, and I've left everything else out. So go to johnspeedgift.com right now and grab complete free access to this Mastery Trading course. Be flexible in the markets, guys. Be flexible in the markets. Don't be so dogmatic about one way or one market, right? And don't be a lover of one market. One thing I'm noticing right now, and one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing so many of you guys make, is you love one market. I love gold. I'm all about gold. Here we go. Gold, 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 right? Why are you focusing on gold for? Only gold. You are missing out on so many amazing opportunities in the markets, right? There's so many amazing opportunities just around the corner. In fact, I just spent over an hour with my inner circle members, right? Because I'm with them. I'm with them most days. Actually, I spent over an hour and a half actually today going through. There's actually a watch list of stocks right now. I'm actually. By the way, I actually got into an amazing trade just yesterday that has the potential of making a really big move. Right? An amazing high quality trade that I've been watching for. It triggered yesterday. I'm still in it right now. And now this trade here has the potential, because it's the same setup, of having a really big move. And over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, as this capitalizes on a really big move, I'm like to have a really, really, really nice successful trade from it. Right? The question for you is, do you actually even know what a high quality setup looks like? If you don't, and you're just getting and you're part of these markets and you are just guessing, you are doing the wrong thing. Stop guessing. Stop getting into gold today, and hopefully gold's going to go to 4,000. What are you hoping for? Stop hoping. Use an actual proper foundational plan. That's the reason why I do my coaching, right? Because I'm teaching people how to actually have a solid plan so you can rely on for the rest of your life, not just get lucky once in a while. That's what professional trading is about. And the reason I'm so big about this is because there's so many amazing setups right just underneath our feet right now. One that I got into yesterday, I'm telling you right now, this has a massive high probability of not only just making a profit, but making a big move over the course of the next few months. And the thing is that, do you know how powerful that is? Do you know how powerful that is, that when you know how to identify a trade setup, that when it appears, it has the potential of having a big move over the course of a month or more. And then when you do that, and you start all those things like options, you could pick up 2, 3, 4, 500%, potentially 1,000% return on these trades. Do you know how powerful that is? That's how you do professional trading. Again, for me, my inner circle, we know what that is. But again, there's setups that are happening right now. I'm in a trade right now on an individual stock. And then I have another 19 stocks right now that are setting up for a potential amazing trade. There's so many amazing trades just around the corner, guys. And if you don't know what you are looking for, you are literally missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I really do believe over the next 10 years, if you don't even know what to look for in a high quality setup, you're missing out on at least $1 million worth of opportunities in markets because you don't know what you're looking for, right? So put your big boy pants on. Stop trading based off what you think or what you hope or what you're fearful of happening. Use foundational approaches. Use an actual proper trading system. That's if you actually want to be around in these markets long term. You actually want to make money from these markets long term. Be professional about it. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you're getting in, you open up your charts based off, and then well, this looks good, let's trade it. No, wrong. Right? And if you don't know what you're looking for, you have no idea what sort of trading setup you're looking for, you have no foundational approach, which means you know exactly what you're looking for, then you need to stop trading right now and you need to go and start to get educated. If it's my stuff, if you resonate with me, I give away a free course and a link in the description. You can apply for my coaching program, link in the description there. You can do any of that sort of stuff to go deep in stuff that I do, but find someone that you honestly and absolutely believe in and go deep with them and for everything about them, because I promise you, especially with my stuff, and my inner circle members know this. I spent over an hour and a half with them today, like I do most days with them, right? And they know how powerful the stuff is that I teach, right? Because it's not about being lucky in the markets. I'm giving you an update through here on the markets through here, right? I'm giving you a general market update through here. This is a general market update. But when I trade the markets based off an actual pattern that gives me a massive probability of making a profit. That's how you become long-term successful in the markets. It's not about guessing or lucky or hope or wish or an idea or a technique from a YouTube video. If you're doing that, stop it right now. Right? Because I promise you, if you're trading like that, I promise you are having a really bad year. In fact, you're having a bad trading career. Because the only true way to have long-term success in the markets is every day you get up, you look for the same type of patterns and the same type of trade management. Right? Anyway, that's my little thing from there. Let's go look at the NASDAQ from here, NASDAQ 100. The same type of thing for the NASDAQ 100, guys. I really do believe that we're shaping up through here. And if this is going to be the bottom in the markets, and if I just bring up this chart here, if this is going to be some sort of a bottom, firstly, we're starting to get that with the moving average through here. We're starting to get a curling through here, which is quite nice. So we're probably going to get a bit of a pullback through here first, guys. And then the moving average is going to start to trend up through here. We're probably going to spend maybe a month or like that, and then we're probably like to see that. And this is going to be a massive around the bottom and a basing pattern before face ripper rally. All right, that's what I'm seeing through there. Now, let's actually go check out the good old gold market. Gold market's strong, right, guys? Gold market strong. Now, question for you guys: why is gold making a big move before the FOMC? Interesting. I do know that this is still very, very, very overbought, but I've been looking at some shorter term analysis from here, and let me bring this chart up from here for you guys. Right, let me bring this chart up here for you guys. And so if I look at this, say from the last, say, 6 months worth of data, we are definitely really, look at this level through here. I've been looking at some trend lines through here, as you can see. Right, and this is now the next trend line from here. So we are definitely really still strong on the upside. We haven't actually bottomed out yet from here. So gold is just still making a massive move to the upside. And now, again, we're starting to see these angles from here. The one thing you want to be sort of cautious of from here is one, where we are right now in the overall big markets. So again, just being cautious through here. The one thing I don't like about gold is it's already made a big move. And you guys that know, when things already make a big move, you've missed the boat, right? That's why I'm focusing on this other market I'm about to get into, which is oil and the energy sector. Why? Because it hasn't made a big move yet. And if I'm looking for an entry signal, I'm looking to get in before it makes the big move, right? Hence the reason why you guys know, if you've been following me now for a while, you know I was chopping at the bits to get into gold here, which I did. I had a beautiful trade here. I had a beautiful trade here. Now I'm going to focus on some other moves because we've already started to have the big breakout. You guys are trying to capitalize on this big move from here, right? But look on a short-term level when it comes to gold through here, right? We can actually see we're actually starting to develop through here. So depending on what actually happens through here, but we are still making on this short-term level, guys. On a short-term daily charts, we are still making low, high, low, high, low. We are making a little higher low. And now we're rallying up through here. Depending on what happens through here, is probably what's going to happen through. Do we start to falter through here? But right now, guys, man, gold is really strong. Really, really, really strong. A lot stronger than I thought. But there's a big issue there, right? Don't chase something that's already made a big move. You want to make a big profit in the markets? Get in at the start of the big move, not towards the end of the big move. Because when you're getting in towards the end of the big move, you never know when you never know when that end is going to happen, right? You may think you know where it's going to happen, but you don't know. Like right now, gold. Is gold going to top out here? Is it not going to top out, right? So if you, and again, on the back of that, if you're just trading gold because you think it's going to go to 4,000, stop it. You are going to lose a lot of money, right? Use really good. You guys get the point, right? Let's go look at the actual GDX. Now, the GDX that I've been watching for and I've been focusing on, look at this here. One thing I've been focusing on the GDX is, firstly, we've been having, actually, I'll bring this one up through here. We've been having really big, look at this here, very strong upward trend here out of the actual GDX. We came down. We actually had a bit of a support level through here, right? Support, higher, low, broke up, coming back down. So the mining sector is really, really, really starting to gallop into some really nice moves. Significant higher low, and we're just coming down, and now we're actually starting to build a bit of base through here. Go back to the GDXJ and the same type of thing, right? We're really starting to make some headway now to the upside, right? We're starting to make some headway now. Here, once again, we have this major level of support through here. So the gold mining stocks are on fire right now. They're on fire, really starting to make some headway through here, especially the GDXJ. We're really starting to make some headway here out of the gold mining stocks. SILJ, You know, guys, the silver mining sector is still very lackluster. That's the SILJ. So this is the SIL and then the SILJ. Really lackluster. Not really much going on. We're not really getting an upward trend. There's a lot of resistance through here. We may be developing something through here now because we have formed a bit of a low. So this may be a bit of a higher low through here. And then once we do break, if we do hold through here, that'll be a 50% retracement from there to there. That'll be a 50% retracement. Hold. And then we're probably likely to see a nice move up from there, from out of the actual SILJ market from there. Now, let's go check out the good old two markets that I'm focusing on. And that is the USO, which is the oil market. This is the market, guys, that I'm really chopping at the bits right now. It's just so amazing, right? And what I'm talking about here is if I squeeze my charts up, look what's happening through here. Look at this here. Look at this whole level through here. This major support. We're about to absolutely just hammered. And there's so many amazing opportunities. And this is what I'm saying for you guys. A year ago, gold was doing the same thing and I was getting into gold, and as it's already starting to make that big move, right? That's why I'm putting warning signs on. Like, we don't know when the top's going to be in with gold, and neither do you, right? So be smart about the trading. Be smart about your trading. So, but when it comes to this oil market, we start to get a breakdown from here. This is probably going to be the start of a really big move because we've actually been doing absolutely nothing with these markets from here. And the other market that is absolutely just screaming at me, getting ready to absolutely just dump through the floor, is the energy market. Check out this here. Look at this here. Once again, the same type of thing, right? We have this overall sideways pattern. We're getting a beautiful trading pattern right now. I'm actually getting my trading setup here right now. So it's not just a trading pattern. I'm getting my trading setup ready for an entry signal off XLE. Bam, 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 right through there. So this is the markets you should be focused on, guys. You should be focused on markets that hasn't made a big move. So therefore, you're getting in at the start of a big move. Not getting into stuff that's already made a big move. By the way, traders, if you're serious about leveling up your trading, I've opened up 10 spots to my Inner Circle coaching program. This is where I show you all my best trading strategies I trade every single day. You get access to my scans that I use there all the time as well too. Every single week, I do a live weekly group coaching session for the Inner Circle group. And my whole goal there is to help you become a well-rounded master trader. Emotional management, trade management, letting your profits run, cutting losses short, and all the different discipline, patience, all the different areas to help you become a well-rounded master trader. And also, you get access to an exclusive committed group of all the Inner Circle group so you can communicate with them, and that's our private Inner Circle group as well too. But this is what I want you to do right now. This is only application only. We're only looking for committed traders, and if you're ready to go, then that's for you. There should be a link in the description there, or go to getjohntop.com right now. Go fill out the application form. It's only for the first 10 only, because I like to keep the group really small. So go there right now. Go to getjohntop.com right now. Go fill out the application form, and I will personally be speaking to you on the phone, and we'll go from there to see if you're a good fit for what I'm looking for. Speak to you soon, traders.